I just moved into a new apartment with my girlfriend and my neighbor is really creepy and old. So we're gonna be playing some Minecraft. We are back. I have not been on this world for a very long time. But, dire situations call for, dire situations. Yes. I've just moved into a new apartment building with a queen, my girlfriend, and I've met my new neighbor, my next door neighbor. No, not next door, 2 doors over. I've met my new neighbor, and he's an old guy, and he's kind of creepy. Actually, I don't want to say creepy right off the bat. He's a bit old, and he kind of freaks me out sometimes, and it might just be because he's lonely. Might just be quiet, just in case. But, yeah. I have a... So I'm dirt broke. Yes. New place, new neighbors, and very creepy. Okay, I need to stop fucking yapping. Let's get to it. So, where does it start? Let me think. There was many instances where I thought he was a bit creepy, but we'll start when I met him. So, initially, I found a cave last time I was playing. I'm trying to remember. This looks very cavey. Am I ready for this? Am I prepared? I think I am. Although I've got a lot of shit in my inventory. I know the best solution for shit in the inventory. Alright, we're ready. Where was I? Yes. Mining. We need resources. I do not know what the goal was on this world the last time I kind of gave up on building something that actually looked nice. So... Actually, you know what? No, it does look nice. I like this. It's got character. That's what it's got. Yeah. Mining. Why do I keep losing train? Okay. New neighbor. I met him when I just moved in. It was late at night. I was coming back from a sport. I was playing a sport. Because I'm a young, athletic phenom. Came back from playing a sport, and I've come back to my apartment. And as I was coming home, as I was unlocking, I was turning the key, I was opening the door. As I came home, I ran into this guy. And he's not the next neighbor, he's 2 doors over. I ran into this guy, and first of all, I came home at like 11 PM. It was late. It was late. And he's leaving his apartment. First of all, that's a weird thing. I'm probably saying this guy's probably 70? No, probably 60. And he's leaving his apartment at 11. He's leaving his apartment at like 11 PM. That's the first red flag. Because why is this guy? I don't know if he's even still working. Who works at that time anyways? There's so many just random things about this guy that I don't understand. And they freak me out, man. But he's leaving at 11 PM. What? Anyways, He's leaving at 11. How many times am I going to say? And he goes, "Oh, you must be my new neighbor." And I was like, "Oh, yep, that's me." And he was like, "Yeah, so, that's so good. I've met someone on my floor and we can become mates and, you know, we can hang out and we can have like dinner parties. We can go out for a coffee sometime." I'm like, whoa, dude, like, chill out. He literally was bombing me with all this shit. Not shit. He was just bombing me with like, let's do this, let's do that. And, just weird vibes, man. Really weird vibes. And, So I was like, oh, yeah, sure, man. Like, yeah, of course. What's your name? And he told me his name. I'm gonna call him Bob. And Bob tells me his name. He's like, yeah, I'm Bob. And I'm like, oh, yeah, nice to meet you. I was like, told him, introduced myself, and he was like, nice. This is good, actually. I know someone on my floor. That way, when I lock myself out by accident, I've got someone to call and to come up. And at first I was like, oh yeah, that's so relatable. Like, if I forgot my key and I locked myself out, like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want someone to be able to like call and get home if my girlfriend's not home. So it's like, oh yeah, fair enough. And then I went inside and I like kind of thought about what he just told me, and I'm thinking like, eh, eh, what? Like, what? Because first of all, okay, if you forgot your keys, let's just presume, as normal people do, that you're locking your front door when you leave the house. So if he's locking his front door, and he's forgotten his keys inside, even if I buzz him up to the floor, how is he gonna get into his apartment? It's just weird, man. He was like, oh yeah, like when I forget, I've got someone to call so I can, it's not a hassle, I don't have to call the apartment manager, like the yada yada yada. I was like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, just weird vibes, man. Is that a deep dark already? I actually survived natural selection. I'm actually really good at Minecraft, but I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm ready. I'm just gonna, no. I am ready. It's just, it's not ready for me. That's the verdict. Yeah, so, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, he's told me about this thing, getting locked out or whatever, and I left, I was like, okay, forget about it. I probably won't ever see this guy again, because apart from uni, I, am a very, I keep to myself. I stay inside a lot. And I don't really go out to a lot of plans because I'm just such a incredible socialite. Yeah, so I was like, I probably won't ever see this guy ever again. I don't think I ever will. Like, it actually doesn't matter that he's a bit creepy, but whatever. 2 nights passed. The next two nights later, it's literally midnight. It's at midnight. I'm in bed. I'm awake, like barely awake. I'm like that one fucking gif of listening to One by Metallica and waking up, and I was on the desk door. I was so tired. I was still up. I was in bed, getting ready to sleep, and the phone starts ringing from my apartment. Someone's buzzed up because he remembered my unit number, obviously. Well, okay, no, I just spoiled it. It was him. I get up. I didn't initially go for it. I'm like, who the hell's calling? It must be an accident. And then my girlfriend got up and checked it, and she said it was some old guy. And I got there the last second before it like rung out, and it was him. He was calling at like midnight. I'm like, what? Like, this guy is calling me at midnight. And like, it just makes no sense. First of all, why is he out at that time for his age? Like, he's not out going clubs, I hope. He's not out going clubbing. Like, I'm praying he doesn't go out clubbing. And he's like, yeah, calling me at midnight. Like, what the fuck? I was like, that's so fucking sus. So I was like, Jesus, okay. I kept that in mind. And then I didn't ring it, like, nothing ever happened, and yada yada yada. I don't think anything happened for a while, but then he randomly called and was like, no, he didn't call. I saw him out in the hallway again. I saw him out in the hallway, and he's gone and, you know, been like, oh, it's nice to see you again. I haven't seen you in so long. What was your name again? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. Reintroduce ourselves and everything. And he's like, oh, we just have to catch up. We really need to catch up. Like, I'll slide my number under your door. We can get together and catch up for a coffee or a drink sometime. I was like, oh god, okay. Yeah, alright, cool, man. I'm glad he didn't like ask for the number on the spot, because I just like was so not ready to like give that to this guy. Like, I was not ready at all. I did not want that to happen. Like, yeah, I just didn't want it to happen. It was yeah. And so that happened again. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe he's got a memory issue. And fuck, I just realized how loud I was speaking. Maybe he's got a memory problem because he didn't do it for like a week, and then randomly I was home, and it was just me home, and I didn't make it apparent that I was home. Like I wasn't really being that loud, or at least I don't think I was, and so I kind of made it inconspicuous. But I heard him knock, and a piece of paper slid under the door. And so I go, and it didn't have his number. It was just like, hey, it's me. It's Bob. Let's catch up sometime, yeah? Or something like that. And I was like, oh god, it kept getting worse and worse. Didn't see him for ages. And I was out one time with my... Hold that thought. I have a brilliant idea of what I can make. I am going to make a watchtower that is going to be on top of this hill that we live on, and it's going to be it's going to be epic. It's going to be so sick. Okay. Yeah. And I was out at the pub. I was out at the pub with some friends, and I ran into him at the pub, the local pub. I was like, oh, this is the last guy. To be fair, I was pretty civil. I was like, oh, yo, like, I met him in the toilet, which was the weirdest place to, like, run into a guy you know, let alone a creepy old neighbor that you have. I ran into him in the toilet, and he was like, no, he didn't say anything. I said it first. I was like, oh, Bob, it's, like, me, it's your neighbor. And he goes, oh, nice to meet you, man. Like, it's good to see you. What are you doing? By the way, he's holding his beer in the toilet. And just before this, I saw him, like, doing rounds of the pub. He was walking around to everyone, like, being really, like, social. Oh, now that I say this, I feel like he's, like, a decent guy. No, he's creepy, trust me. I haven't gotten to the worst part. He is creepy, I promise. I promise you he's creepy. And so, he was like, oh, good, like, we should catch up for a beer. He's always asking to catch up. I'm like, I'm not, I've got nothing wrong with, like, catching up with people. Actually, I do. I don't really go outside because the world is not cool enough for me. Anyways, I don't really catch up with people, but he kept mentioning, like, catching up and getting together. And I was like, it's weird. Like, normally it'd be fine if he was, like, chill. But he's just creepy, man. Really creepy. And so I was like, yeah, again, I was just palming it off. I was just saying, like, oh, yeah. And then, literally after we spoke, he was gone. And I think he was literally there for, like, 30 minutes. I watched him come and go. And I think he left with a beer. Like, I'm not sure. Not really relevant, but he was just weird, man. And then, oh, when did I see him next? Yeah, okay. I had mates over. And, we went out for drinks and whatnot and came back to the apartment, and we all came back to my apartment. And we weren't, like, loud, but we wanted to go... My apartment complex has a rooftop pool. We wanted to go to the rooftop pool and, like chill out and, like, vibe and whatever. Like, you know, what all the cool guys do. But, yeah, we wanted to just vibe up on the rooftop. And we went outside, and we were going in and out of the door, like, quite frequently. And key error, I wasn't letting usually there's air suppression, so the door's closing naturally and not making a lot of noise. But we let it go, and it kind of slammed a few times. And yeah, common mistake, but we let it slam, like, probably, like, 5 times, nothing big, like, and it wasn't, like, that late that I feel like it was gonna be, like, keeping anyone up or anything. Like, it was like, it was genuinely just, like, a normal time. Like, it wasn't, not crazy at all. And didn't think much of it, like, had a good time, blah, 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 blah. It was fine. And then, next day, like, a couple days later, I saw him again. Like, I keep running into him. And it's just... I kept running into him. I saw him again. And I was actually with a mate that was with me that night that I had all the friends over. And me and this mate, like, he parked in the apartment car park, and I was letting him out. I had to go down the lift and, like, let him out. And of course, when I opened the door and I'm, like, heading out, I was also taking some rubbish down, like, recycling. You have to go down to the bottom. I was taking some recycling out, and bro, he was there. of course it was him. He was there, and I was like, oh my god, this is the last person I want to like see right now. Like, I wasn't hungover, but I was just like, man, I just wanted to let my friend out and like just go back inside because I'm such a social person, and so I I I was with my mate and I was like, oh, yo, this is my friend. And he was like, oh, nice to meet you, mate. Like, nice to meet you. This is how we talk in Australia. Nice to meet you, mate. Like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm just letting him out because he's in the parking garage. And when you talk to him, he kind of doesn't process everything. He's kind of listening, but he kind of like cuts you off. He's like, oh, yeah, anyways. He does that sort of thing. And I was talking about my mate. He's like, oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I'll go down with him and I'll, we're taking our recycling out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, fuck me. And I wanted to, like, just chill and, like, speak to my mate and, like, let him out of the parking garage. And I go down to the level. There's different levels. The level where you take the rubbish out and the level where you're parked. They're different. And so he's been, like, we've gone out and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll just, yeah, it was nice seeing you again, like, I'll probably just let him out, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, what are you doing? The recycling's on the other basement. And he's like, aren't you doing your recycling? And he was like, he kind of, not forced it, and I didn't, like, feel no, I kind of did feel forced, that's a lie. But, like, he was like, oh, yeah, no, what are you doing? Like, the recycling is on the other floor. I was like, oh, God, like, and I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. And my friend kind of was just like, he's a bit of a fuckwit, so he was like, yeah, I'll leave you, I'll leave you too. And he left and like went to leave, and I was like, oh my god, I've been left with this creepy dude. And he's gone, yeah, so we're taking the recycling out together, and this is when it got brought up. A little bit ago, before this, our power went out in the building, and it was just me and my girlfriend home. And he's like, I brought it up, and I was like, oh yeah, the power went out recently. Were you like there for that? And he's like, yes. Did you contact the apartment manager? I was like, oh nah, we just like checked Energex and like let it like do its thing. Like we let it run its course and everything. And he was like, oh really? And I was like, yeah, like it was chill. Like I didn't really want to do anything. It wasn't that deep. I had trust that the power was going to be back on like soon. And he was like, oh yeah, okay. And he was like, so where'd you go? I was like, what? Because this was like at 8 p.m. It was at 8 p.m. And he was like, oh, where'd you go? And I was like, nowhere, dude. Like I just stayed at home. We were midnight cooking dinner. So I kind of just stayed home. Which, by the way, I was cooking something in the oven. Fucking so annoying, man. I was cooking something in the oven. Midway through, it stopped cooking in the oven. And we're getting worried that the stuff in the fridge was going to spoil. But yeah, whatever. We're cooking stuff in the oven. And I was like, yeah, man, we're having dinner and stuff. So we didn't go outside. And he was like, what? And he was like, you didn't go outside? What do you mean? You just stayed inside? And I was like, yeah, like... We checked the thing and it was like they're finding a solution. It was gonna be solved soon, like blah blah blah. And I was just like, man, I just stayed inside. Like I didn't really see a problem with that. It was like he was so dumbfounded by this. He was like, bro, that's so. It was no, he didn't say bro. What am I talking about? He's fucking molding. He's like 70. I really hope he's not hearing this right now. Yeah, he was genuinely like bewildered by the fact that I didn't go outside. And he was like, you didn't go outside? I was like, yeah, we just stayed inside. Like me and my girlfriend were cooking dinner. And he's like, this is the creepiest thing he's ever said. He looked at me. This is when we were walking back from doing the rubbish and everything. He looked at me, he goes, well, you two must have had some fun. Or something like that. And I was like, what? What did you just say? And I kind of like laughed it off. I was like, ha. Like, what do you say to that? And I was like, oh, nah, man, we were just cooking dinner. I was like, this is pretty normal. Like, nothing really happened. He was like, you two must have had some fun then. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I don't want this guy to ever meet anyone close to me in my family, ever. Like... So weird. I was so scared for my life. I was like, man. And then I told my friends about it, and I was like, at the start, I was like, oh, maybe he's just lonely and he wants new friends. I think, like, when he called me, like, I think he just wanted me to, he was hoping me to be home alone. Okay, no, that's a stretch. But I thought he was just wanting me to be home alone or something. And I was like, man, like, nah, like, it was actually so creepy. I was like, oh, yeah, man, like, no. It was just, nah. Yeah. But that's my creepy neighbor. I don't think I've had any other experiences with him like recently. Holy voice crack. I don't think I've had any experiences with him like recently that have been like really creepy. I haven't even seen him that recently, but oh no, actually I do remember something. There's more. Okay. Again, I ran into him in the hallway, and I ran into this other guy who just some rooms in this apartment building, they're also like Airbnbs, not just like where people live. Like we live here, we rent. But some people like live in Airbnbs. And I met this guy, I think he's from France or something. He was a really cool guy, but obviously he'd run into this neighbor, and he's like, he kind of walked out, and it was kind of like this fucking the Spider-Man photo when everyone's like pointing at each other. I was met him, this new dude in the apartment complex, and of course my neighbor was here, Bob, and he was like, "Oh, isn't this so fun? Like, you know, we met like another person on our floor," and he's like, "Man, we gotta go around and do like a dinner party or something at some point." And this new guy who was paying for the Airbnb, he was just weirded out, man. He was like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah," and then he walked away because I think the neighbor had like something in our Bob's apartment, like he was holding on to something for him for the rain or keeping it out of the rain. I don't know, really just like random, but like not that relevant. And he was like holding on to something for him, and he's like, the neighbor went to his room to grab the thing that was in of his, and it was just me and this new guy, the guy that came from like France and everything. I was like, "Oh, hey man, like where are you from?" And he told me where he's from. I was like, "Oh, nice to meet you, bro. Like, what apartment are you in?" And he's like, "Oh, this one down the hall." I was like, "Oh yeah, nice, nice." And he was like, I was like, "Oh, how long have you been here?" And he's like, "Oh, not long. I just Airbnb." And I was like, "Oh shit, they do Airbnbs here." I was like, "Yeah." Side tangent. And I was like, "How long have you met him?" And instantly his facial expression was like, "Oh man, like 2 days ago," and his like French accent. "Oh man, two days ago, huh?" No, he didn't actually have a cigarette, but I was like, man, I'm so bad at a French accent. But yeah, he was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't meet him that long ago." Like, oh my god, our voice cracking so much. "I didn't meet him that long ago. Like, yeah, I was just like, I just ran into him and like he held on to something for me." I was like, "Oh yeah, cool, cool, cool." And here he comes. He's coming out of his apartment, Bob. He's like carrying stuff. He's like, yeah, and he's sweating. Like, just man, creepy stuff. I'd actually like to know what he did for a job or if he's still working. But yeah, man, he came out like hauling ass of all this our neighbor's shit, and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," and I was like, he's not really talking, but he kind of is. He has this weird thing where it's like when you're talking to him and you're mid conversation, he's like, "Anyway, yeah," and he'll like cut you off, and I'm like, we were just talking about something else. What the hell is going on here? And it's just, oh man, weird guy, man, really weird guy. Anyway, this has been like riveting to watch. I've literally done a whole lot of nothing. This is a nothing burger of things being done. I'm so productive. But, yeah, and he was like, he would just cut off. He would just change subject, like that, like super quickly. And it's so hard to keep a conversation with him, because I'm like, I don't know when, like, the conversation's gonna change. Like, it's so sporadic, but anyways, that's, yeah, that's my neighbor. It's just creepy, man. I don't know if he's lonely or like he's like just so creepy, or he's trying to lure me into his apartment late at night so he can get my body parts and sell them on the black market. I don't know, man. Really weird vibes. I never actually checked up with that guy that was in the Airbnb. Honestly, I hope he's still alive. Like, that was crazy stuff, man. People you meet in Australia, like, half the time, Bogans will be, like, super nice to you. Super chill. Like, yeah, really chill guys. Then the other half is just really weird, man. I want to say really creepy shit. And, like, really gross. Like, I've got so many stories, man. Me and my mates, we've met some really fucking creepy, weird, old people. And they're Australian. Majority of Australians are sure, but there's a small minority of really weird people. And you gotta stay away from them. Because, you know, they'll offer you a beer. That's the trap. When you get into a beer, they'll shout you the first round. But all the rest, man, they'll just wait for you to pay. And then they'll wait for you to be drunk enough where you kind of can't say no. Because you're stuck in conversations, and the only way to get through these conversations is if you have, like, another beer. It's dangerous games, man. Really, really dangerous. But, holy iron galore. Lapis lazuli is right there. Yeah. I don't know, that comment he made about me and my girlfriend at home when the power was out, just really creepy, man. I genuinely, I just don't understand the concept. Like, why would you go outside at, like, 10 PM when your power's out? What are you gonna do? Go to, like, the homeless shelter? Yeah, what are you gonna do? Go to the homeless shelter? Like, what? I genuinely don't understand. I don't understand what you do in that situation. Or what you're supposed to do, other than just, like, wait it out. It ended up being fine, by the way. It was, like, maybe 3 hours. We were getting concerned for the food in our fridge, but it was chill. And then we had, like, spoiled chicken. Chicken Kievs. Chicken Kievs, bro. They're so fire, man. I love chicken Kievs, bro. It's actually nothing better, oven-baked foods, than chicken Kievs. Aussie staple. I don't even think it's Aussie, but actually, it's definitely not Aussie. Our Aussie culture has, what's it called? Fairy bread? Whipped cream with sprinkles on bread. Most healthy meal ever created. Actually, when was fairy bread created? The 1920s? And it used to be on butter. Actually, no. I can't say that. It actually is pretty peak. It is a... Is it a yummy yumster? Yum. Okay, I'll stop. It's a good meal. I love fairy bread. I haven't had it in ages, though. All the childlike whimsy has left my soul, and I don't feel normal eating fairy bread anymore. I don't feel worthy. I think that's what it's about. I think it's about being worthy in the... Oh my god, bruh. Yeah, that's my creepy neighbor, man. Man, has there ever been any other scenarios? I can't think. Yeah, I don't know. Gotta be careful with who you meet here, man. I've said man like 10,000 times in this video. I'll say it again. Man. Okay. I feel like I'm doing nothing and I'm too scared to go down there because of the deep dark. I'm low-key a bit of a pussy. I don't want to lose where I can. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Actually, I've got a little bit of food. I'm just not gonna go that way. I'm gonna keep a trail of torches. Because that's what gamers do. Because I'm a gamer. I don't know who's gonna find this entertaining. Myself. So that I can remember in years to come how creepy my neighbor was. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I might, just for like the story and the memory and the dad lore, eventually, I might actually just bite the bullet and end up like chilling with him. But I really don't want to. Because it's if he acts any creepier, I'm concerned for my life. Like, the way he looks at me, man, I can't explain it. I might even just sound, Diamond! I might actually sound, like, ridiculous, explaining this, and when I watch this back, I might just be like, bro, he's actually just, like, lonely. But I don't think so. The way he looks at me, and the gestures, and the way his speech patterns, something's not right. Turns out he's just lonely, and I've just been, like, grilling this guy, because he just wants a new friend. Because I just moved in here. Man. But honestly, that's his fault. Who, like, says that about people staying at home? Oh, man, I just can't get over it. Yeah. And if he calls me again... No, he did call me another time. Oh my god, I'm actually remembering. And I'm not picking up again, because again, it was late at night. Thinking, like, what are you doing out at that time? At your age? You should be... Okay, no, I was about to say something diabolical. So we're gonna say it. Let it ride! You should be in, like, somewhere safe. You should be somewhere safe, bro. I know, like, city life. Yeah, bro, city life. Hitting the clubs. Hitting the clubs at like 2 AM, bro. That's what all the fucking sick people are doing, bro. You're not living if you're not in the clubs. I say this with a deteriorating social life. No, my social life is thriving. Yeah, no, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, if you weren't, like, doing all the creepy shit out at, like, ambiguous times. Cooked with that word. Ambiguous times. It's like, what can you possibly be doing at that time? I'd probably have more trust in him. And I'd probably believe that he's just lonely rather than being really creepy. But, I don't know, man. Completely lost my train of thought. But yeah. Man, why is there so much deep dark? Or maybe I just keep running into the same area of it. It's not gonna do that thing. Walk away. Slowly. And this new keyboard I got is my good one. My really old but good one died on me not too long ago. And I had to buy an emergency one from... It's like an Anko one. And it doesn't have F keys. It's like one of those ones where you gotta do like the combos. I call them combos. Combos. Like you hold the F key and then press the number. It's not like separate F keys. So now it's so annoying to get F3 up because sometimes it works because it's an Anko keyboard and it's unreliable as fuck and it's really annoying and I'm just having a whinge. But yeah, man. Oh god. This is shit. I got like no diamonds. I feel like I'm coming home with nothing. It's like when I come home from the pokies and my girlfriend is upset because I didn't win any money and I lost all of it. But you know what? Bet big, win big. That's my rule. I've never actually left the pokies and had like a net positive. That has never happened to me one single time. Maybe it's because I'm too envious. I'm too keen for the win, man. I'm too gambler's mentality, like, I don't know. I'm not that bad of a gambler. I know way worse gamblers. But, yeah, no. It's not for me, man. The universe is like, nah, you can't do that. It knows for me, so it prevents me from doing any, you know, ridiculous shit. But this is peak content. Oh, I really want to sort this, but I can't be bothered. I literally made this storage room up there, and I kind of lost passion to make something look really nice, and I'm not even using the storage. Yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, I was gonna put glass here. Whoopsies. Anyways, that is my creepy neighbor. Yeah. To those who stuck it out, be careful of the Australian people that you meet in the real world, as they can be really sketchy, and majority of Aussies are really nice people. So, yeah, leave it at that. Yeah.